When you want to talk about cheap sports cars in Nigeria, the options are very, very limited. I mean cheap in the sense that you can get it below 5 million naira. That's for a very clean one. What even makes a car a sports car? There are some defining characteristics of a car that makes it a sports car. It has to be lightweight, it has to be a rear wheel drive car or an all wheel drive car. It has to have good brakes, good performance, mostly two doors configuration, and it should have a high power to weight ratio, which means the total number of horsepower the car has per ton. For example, if a car weighs 1.6 tons and is outputting like 298 horsepower, the power to weight ratio of that car is 185 horsepower per ton. And if a car has 200 horsepower per ton, anything above 200 horsepower per ton is a very, very good sports car. Now, the car I want to talk about is the 2003 to 2008 Infiniti G35 Coupe, which is a cheap car under 5 million naira you can get in Nigeria. Although it's a bit rare to find, but you can still get it if you try to find one. It is built on the same platform of the Nissan 350Z. It has the same engine with the 350Z, but they are not tuned the same way. The Infiniti G35 comes with a 3.5 liter V6 that outputs 298 horsepower for the rev up version, the version that came out after 2005. But before then, the previous versions had 280 horsepower. Now it is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission or a 5-speed automatic transmission with a fuel economy of about 9 kilometers per liter, which is not too terrible for a V6. It is rear wheel drive, meaning you can do tons of donuts in it. And it does 0 to 100 kilometers in about 5.8 seconds. This is not your IS250. Your IS250 does it in about 8 seconds, which is very, very terrible. They look decent for 2025 and they sound really, really good. Now, is it a reliable car? Yes, it is if it is well taken care of. So why do Nigerians not buy it? For one, there is this skepticism Nigeria has when it comes to Nissan vehicles of recent. Secondly, if the G35 develops an issue, getting parts are very difficult to find. Thirdly, the engine, the gearbox are reliable. But the part that has a high probability of failing is the electrical part. And if it fails, we don't have really good mechanics that can take care of issues like that. But it is still a reliable car. That is if you find one that has been properly taken care of. Now, my advice is this. If you have less than 5 million and you want to get your first car, I would just advise, if you don't want a headache, just get something else. Just add money and get something else. But if you are very stubborn, like me, because I plan to get one, I'm going to definitely get one. You can get the G35.